Greg Berhalter, final two friendly games, final preparations for the World Cup in Qatar. They got shut out by Japan 2-0, and they went 0-0, 0-0, Saudi Arabia. It was stunning because he had all of his players who came back. They were part of the U.S. men's roster for these last two friendlies, and they played miserable. It's absolutely stunning because Berhalter has done such a great job transitioning from what was a very old team to a much younger team. It's obviously led by the tremendous American uh, Christian Pulisic, but they played terrible against Japan. There was no flow, there was no rhythm, there was no attack. They had no shots on goal against Japan. 90 minutes,
None?
no shots on goal. They just looked disjointed. They looked terrible in that game. Then they came back against Saudi Arabia, 0-0. Very little offense, and they had all their starters back on the field. Pulisic played in that second friendly. Nothing happened. Ricardo Pepi played in that second game. Nothing happened. Wes McKennie played in that second game. So now there's huge questions about where are they from a mental standpoint in terms of what Berhalter wants to run. Where are they from a physical standpoint? Are most of their guys healthy? Goalkeeping could be a problem because they've had some injuries back on the back end. But boy, they played so poorly. And that to me is just a real shock considering the great job he's done for 18 months to get them qualified.
Mm-hmm.
But they have won. I think the number is they are 1, 2, and 3 in their last 6 friendlies since they qualified for the World Cup. Have only one win
out of 6 games.
Out of six friendly matches that they've played. So there's work to be done to make this chemistry come back together. Berhalter's not in danger of getting fired, but there's just huge question of why all of a sudden this thing looks so disjointed. Nothing seems to flow. Where's the firepower? Where's the play and the buildup at midfield to get these guys into the attacking zones? It's not what we had seen prior as they stormed their way through to qualify for the World Cup. So this story bears watching as we go to October, and then obviously to begin the tournament at Qatar in November.
So who's the favorite going into this tournament? Are we looking at the same powerhouses of Brazil, of Germany, of the Netherlands?
Bingo, you hit it all. I think the other talking point to keep an eye on is what's going to happen south of the border. Tato Martino, the coach at Mexico, is under enormous fire. They played horrible, and their general manager resigned. Martino tried to quit. They would not let him quit. Collectively, Mexican side looks so fractured, and I don't understand when you've got a great player with Mexican heritage, why Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, is not on that roster. I don't care about his personal relationship with Martino, the head coach. He's got 17 goals in MLS playing for LA Galaxy, and Chicharito is not on Team Mexico as they go to the World Cup. How is that possible? And it's awful late now to make a coaching change. As ragged as El Tri has been, you can't make a coaching change 3-4 weeks before the start of the World Cup. But maybe that's what has to happen. Maybe somebody will mediate some settlement that will allow Javier to leave the Galaxy to come play in a World Cup. Why is he not playing for their colors? It just shocks me.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, it's fun following the Mexican team as well. You know, being here in San Diego. I mean, just during that time of the year, it's just everyone gets fired up, you know. And I'm really looking forward to this. But the United States team needs to make a run of some kind, but given the disappointment of the last cycle. So when we were talking World Cup last time, you were concerned about the defense. Now you're concerned about the offense. I mean, the timing is not good.
Well, they've got people they can put in place to make this work. They got to run the system. They've got to make it work. It's going to be hard. But the key is get through the group. Period! Exclamation point. No discussion on that. Get through the group, and then you get into the knockout round, and you take your chances, be it Brazil, be it Spain, be it Germany, be it the Italian side. So